The MOTOGP is away, and it's a great start from the turn one. There's Dobby to his shoulder. Dobby gets lifted. Dobby gets lifted twice. Dobby goes back. Morbidelli from 20. QATAR, they're chasing down Marquez in turn 3 already. Right back to 5th place. That's a disaster for him.
Looked like Rossi got a good start. He
had to start. He went into Q1 and he didn't get in the top 2 to go through to Q2. So Rossi starts from the 5th. Early for that, but the old
Yamaha wasn't slow.
No, it wasn't slow at all. Up for him at the moment, and you know these two boys, the Morbidelli particularly, has looked good. We caught a GP team on the Honda, but now he's had that Yamaha. Who's having a look at QATAR?
One Fabio Quartararo, his pace in FP4 Keith was, well, it's the only person that
was having a good look at QATAR there. QATAR not too keen to really stick it in too hard in this early one, the young Frenchman, so it is going to be leading over the line at the end of the first lap at 25. Marquez also Rins is 6th, Petrucci is 7th, Crutchlow is only 8th at the moment with old teammate Jack Miller as well. There he is, forcing his way up the inside of Nakagami. It looked like
somewhere on that Ducati. He's on the latest bike for the first time in his career, but he's turned up here and it looks like
at all. Marquez just squeaking away at the front at the moment. Marquez then that opening of all weekend. I wonder how cool this Frenchman can be at 20 years old. A lot of pressure. Yes, there was, because he made it. He made one.
There was a slight gap. It was like that was like opening a can of beer, made it bigger. There's an analogy for you. You've never heard before in race comment.
You said it, not me. Marquez being chased hard by Morbidelli. Morbidelli's got the pace, growing in stature by every single lap that he passes around here in Maret. We come to the end of the second lap then. Petronas sponsor, well, okay, that's money, but the Sepang International Circuit that's running for the factory, that's for sure. Whoa, they ran it a bit hot there. The Ducati ran out wide and Maverick all over him. That's Rins we're looking back at, the 42. There's Petrucci behind him on the number 9 bike.
You know, Rins looks good, doesn't he? Rins, where was he on the grid? He was down in 9th. It's all about race pace. 23 laps to go, yeah. We need to start looking with 10 laps.
Look after them pretty well, and that, for me, will be the biggest problem that Marquez may have. Those two M1 Yamaha.
FP1, he put a hard rear tyre in that bike, and he's not taking it out apart from doing a few quality. He does, and the tyre will stay with him.
Dobby's looking vulnerable, you know, in that 5th place at the moment. This moment in time. Look forward to him now. There's one thing that thing isn't short of, his horsepower, but you've only got one of its big guns. Marquez can't get away here from Morbidelli.
It's just so difficult, Keith, to pass, because you see how much the Suzuki lost the Ducati, but that was a lot.
Turn 1 onto turn 2. Turn 2, drop getting in there hard. It's funny that I read something from Jorge Lorenzo where he said that on his day exactly what you talked about already. So
it just sucks you in, doesn't it, Keith? It's that downhill approach with.
Oh, scary.
1 point.
Wow. 1 point for Jorge Lorenzo.
The second behind his teammate, and we all said. Well, it looks like he's going to be on for a podium. It just destabilises him.
He's tough. He comes back from it out yet on the Honda. It's a job in progress, isn't it?
Well, I think if he rides a motorcycle, having it very long, stable, high, so it's a bit easier to change direction, a little bit more nervous, and you sort of know that's never going to work for him.
One thing that was significant, though, which is unusual, isn't it? Marquez looking at his teammate to see where he may have an advantage. Marquez 8-2 in there. And he is the man that is in 6th place, chasing down Dobby yet again. I'll get there in a minute. Morbidelli from Fabio QUATARARO. Might just be having a bit of a struggle. No surprises there. We've got a complete outright new.
Just thought the pace would be a fraction hotter by about 0.3.
Long way.
Yeah, there's still a chance.
And I still don't know whether the tyre distance yet. Wigan has done more long runs on the hard tyres than anyone else. They're not using the 4th tyre. New construction is on. Michelin have brought 4 tyres front and rear for this, but they haven't really gone with one. Must have been reasonably happy with what they've got.
There's one thing for sure, Keith. These two.
No, it wasn't. Here comes Rins. This time he's made it stick at the Jorge Lorenzo hairpin.
Here we go.
Yeah, and it's
and that's frustrating. Good on the brakes and comes across him from half of the race. That the race will come to him.
That was fractionally naughty, actually. Dobby took up all.
It's almost a compliment to Rins. He did that because he knew if he didn't do that,
yeah, Rins would let him off and go straight. Andrea Dovizioso, who's up into 5th place again. Rins has got him. I think Dobby's going to take the maximum points out of this race as he can, as the Yamahas are running away in 2nd and 3rd. Oh, that was hot. Now then, if he loses touch with his teammate, that might be trouble for the young Frenchman.
Yeah, just turned 20. It's going to be a MotoGP rider, certainly a Yamaha MotoGP race, where experience comes in. And that's, the more when you end up with that floaty feeling, when you've no grip.
Well, Rins has certainly dealt with Dovizioso. Getting the power on as quick as you can on the Suzuki to give yourself the place, the part of the track you want.
Rins went past and he'll have definitely wiped Dovizioso's nose. That's That's the unspoken rule.
So,
So it was better to go around the outside.
Yeah, Petrucci on the number 9, almost so having not a happy time either here during the course of free practice and qualifying. Okay, hopefully he will finish the race and will score good points here.
There, number 36 in the back of the shot. He's in 11th place. They're all lapping very
still with Jack Miller. Number 46, Valentino Rossi. He's got the 43 of Jack Miller to do. So, Pecco Bagnaia down the road on the 63 machine. That is the other Millers on the 2019 version. Everything okay there, which is great. Just can't get it restarted. Really, with the speed of these races, even if you rejoin it, points are not likely. Here we go then, end of the lap down. In 3rd place, it would seem to me. Now then, 4th place is still Maverick Vinales, and then we go back to 0.7.
Yeah, fastest lap on that.
Yeah,
that's more like, you know, a 37 point. I'm watching Marc Marquez's riding style, his body language. He doesn't look like he's
exactly that. I would think he's very good at conservation as well. So 38.1, 6/10 under the 2015 lap record here. Keep taking the. In fact, Alex Rins, if you look at the Suzuki top class wins of theme for Maverick Vinales, but they were in days where the track wasn't in as
yeah.
Really, Texas was the first
out and out proper dry fair era.
So
gets a bit tight there, Keith.
It does. Well, yeah, that's Cal Crutch. And you were right. What you said down on the grid. First time they get a chance to go up here. No one's practiced this.
No.
No one. Really oh, that was tough.
QATAR. Yeah, I think I'll just throw my shoulder on your front tyre.
He's 20.
He's 20, Keith, and do you know what? It's got absolutely nothing to lose.
Nothing.
No, if there's a chance of a podium, which currently is sat in 3rd place.
Well, French
is worth exactly. Might just be going through the roof.
I think they're already sold out after what he's doing here. That's for sure. Because last year they bought them. Now it's Fabio Quartararo, superstar, that's coming good. So Marc Marquez, just because he's easing away from the 2 Petronas Yamahas, still Maverick Vinales is hunting down. He's always a late race charger, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. Morbidelli must have made a mistake on this lap.
Around here, isn't it? You just go a millimetre off onto the rumble strip a bit too tall, and before you...
He's closing this gap down. There's nothing quite like standing on top after it and the whole world is patting you on your back just to find that.
5 says it all. 0.6 then. Back to Morbidelli and Fabio Quartararo now.
Yeah.
Even in the time it took them to put that marker on his board.
That's right. And on that lap,
yeah, and he knows that. I wouldn't mind betting that that's the reason why he's upped his pace a bit.
Exactly what I was
Alex Rins still hasn't closed it with quite the rate that I thought he would, though. He can't really wind its neck and spin it like he might do. Otherwise, they have nothing left at the end of this. Yeah. Vinales is right there, but this is the man we were talking about. That's not going to do him any good being out there.
Yeah. And that's the difference with MotoGP now, isn't it? We've said it before. You know, make mistakes.
Well, we've done what? 9 laps, and there's only... How many?
Morbidelli's lost a bit of rhythm now, hasn't he? As soon as that elastic band breaks,
starting to get a little loose now.
Oh, here comes his teammate. Oh,
that's going to be tight. And been 3:44 when we started this. It'll probably be up in the 50s now. Once the sun starts here, I was talking about Morbidelli, and you start to lose that rhythm once it starts to, and that's not a problem. But then when that front starts to just tuck under a little bit, that's the
problem. The rear, you can turn to chewing gum. You can't do anything. You've literally to let go of the motorcycle. If you grip it, it might do its own thing.
Marquez well and truly away now. Quartararo kept his cool there. It was almost a Danny Pedrosa on the 2 Ducatis last year there. Just then, that was Danny Pedrosa cool, you know, Fabio. It's quite easy when someone's running on to follow them, isn't it? You almost get sucked into going the...
2 times junior world champion when he was 30. Well, he was junior world champion at 13 and 14 because he was that good. They changed the rules for him, really.
They changed the rules. I mean, they went from the earliest entry normally. Here's Rins. Rins on. Yes, good job. Slotted the eye. He could have got that so wrong. So Rins then goes up in front of Maverick Vinales. That's going to annoy Vinales.
It's fastest lap.
And you would, wouldn't you? That's on. He's got that maturity to be a MotoGP rider. Was early to sign him because he was signed very early in the year. But I had it in my mind, if you remember.
Yeah. But we were all still surprised because at the time...
It was early.
It almost looked like Danny Pedrosa would ride a Yamaha really well. So it was a bit of a... But it was the week later it was announced that he was going to ride in MotoGP. We're all going, hang on a minute. Quartararo did well.
Reason. That's another thing that was there. It was a junior team to bring on these motor situations like we've had here this weekend. The 2 independent team supplied with slight Maverick Vinales has. And here we have a 1 and 2 on the grid from the Petronas team. And they're capitulating them. It was through gritted teeth yesterday, that's for sure.
You know what, there's a lot to be said. He's got that bike, and he's not changing it at all. He's not messing around with head angles. I've heard this about like fork springs and stuff like that, but the general base setting of that bike is leaving alone. Whilst he's a week, but you have to really, because you're constantly trying to develop the motorcycle, make it better. Well, you didn't have any extra bits. It's like, there's the motorcycle, get on with it.
They were slightly embarrassed. Asking
Second group, the man who looks the most vulnerable is Franco Morbidelli. He's used for the club. These two had a pretty good close look at each other in a battle in Austin a couple of weeks ago. Motor Racing's manager, his priority is the factory team, but to have seen Fabio Quartararo, well, everybody at Yamaha is going to come out in sympathy for the Frenchman. Simon, I think you've got some right guys.
When the mechanic lifted the gear lever up, it looked like it was because it was touching, it wouldn't return, so it wouldn't change gear. So something as simple as that. Fine, I have the Michelin guys with me here at Teramaso. The car, I spoke to a few riders and they said from 10 laps to go on, grip front wise, they said it's really hard on the front tire to this track. What do you think?
Alex Rins with the middle front, they're doing quite well.
Is there more chance of falling off in this time? Is there more chance of crashing in this time?
Thanks to Piero Teramaso while we've been speaking there. Places now. Yeah, said he was looking vulnerable, Steve, and he's just running out of place trying to find a way through on Jack Miller, who has been unable then way wide. Valentino must be sick to the back teeth of this view. He's only been able to evaluate and assess the strengths and weaknesses of Jack Miller on the GP19, that's for sure. Not has given up the charge for the top six because the Franco Morbidelli, a welcome return for him after all the drama and disappointment of Argentina. His move on the inside into turn 13, he's left it too wide though, he's left it away from Kruger behind, and Alex Rins in second but still has a huge advantage. Vinales third, there is the two yet. Yeah, I was going to say Vinales is going to have a big job on his hands holding off the two factory Ducatis. There's nothing between their lap times. Decent, fast and consistent. Didn't hear this Jorge Lorenzo. Now, with the greatest coming in this weekend, Jorge Lorenzo fighting for 2 points against that package. Jack Miller, he's up the inside of him at turn 6 at the closure corner, and finally, 7 laps to go for Rossi to try and make up another place or two to keep him this weekend between Lorenzo and Paul Espargaro for ages. Didn't see this one coming at all. The way he was going to really kickstart his Honda career to his first podium in the Ducati. A bit of a lonely second place here right now. He's got almost 2 seconds over Maret Vinales, trying to keep at bay the two Ducatis behind. They're lapping similar at the moment. The job so far though done by Vinales. He's been completely overshadowed recently by his team. Cal Quattro is about to fall behind the boss as well. Valentino Rossi is about to come. Good fight, Franco Morbidelli. He's dropping back through the pack now. Rossi has indeed then. Rossi didn't really have to fight for it, and now he's got rid of the try and launch an attack. Easy the speed to dispose of Crutchlow, and he wastes absolutely no time whatsoever. So and Crutchlow with relative ease. It just shows you how important qualifying 8.372. That was a smidgen slower than Mark taking through. Here is Valentino Rossi there. Yet again, Dovizioso versus Quicker. A tenth he took out of Vinales on the previous lap. Here's him in Texas when he was long running the distance. Seems to recall an EV race, which is not a bad stat really when you think about the amount of times. Quite a nice change to see no jump starts appear on our time screen as well from earlier on. After a better showdown between Rins and Marquez. Has Rins not had to work so hard? A home podium for the first time in MotoGP where it's Fabio Vinales. Well, all three of those guys battling for third and looking for their maiden Maret podium. Dovizioso knows as well, Steve, that these are precious points. Not many of them up to Davos. Vinales' pitboard clearly telling him to go. Dovizioso can get past Vinales. He'll be locked on points with Mark. He could try and just about to say he's had a really unlucky period. He's gone down at turn 30 in Austin and he's crashed out here in Jerez. So tough, just not converting it right now into top level results. Dovizioso, but we are running out of time here. Marc Marquez in the top left corner. You can have 4-second gap out front on Alex Rins, who I think has wisely. Jorge Lorenzo is going to be facing some pretty stern questions, I'd imagine, later on. Put simply, that's not good enough. Convinced after Friday that we'd see him inside well inside the top 6. Early door. We've got 3 laps to go here. Marc Marquez in the comfort zone. He's back at Derby. Miller and Elijah Spargaro now are locked in the fight. Double tyres. Miller takes another technically sometimes to overheat the front tyre. Speed corners where you carry a lot of lean angle that stresses the edge of the tyre. And it wasn't that long ago. See Rossi, because Rossi's 5 seconds up the road. So yeah, Miller's encountered some kind of issue here.
So many riders are paying for a bad Saturday. It's unbelievable. Jack Miller being one of the ninth on the grid. His chances could have been a lot stronger to challenge Mark.
Yeah, fantastic record he's got of late. Just looking at some of the stats. Alex Rinish in a row. The last time that young man missed the top 6 was at the Red Bull Ring. 42 right at the sharp end in MotoGP.
2 laps remain for the number 93 to back out at the top of the hill there at turn 1. Is it, or is that at the leaping at as well? Is he upset with somebody else? Has there been contact with Alex Spargaro?
Oh dear.
The other, I think, down there at the last turn. They were both giving as good as they got.
Now Jack Miller down. He keeps pushing Lorenzo up the order, even though he won't be inside the top. He won in terms of the championship at the end of this 4th round in 2019. It's try and get those 3 extra points, get on the podium for the first time with his 12th. Vignales doing a great job at the moment, staving off the onslaught.
It's a balancing act here for Dobby. He can't afford to crash.
Because he could have easily won 3 races on the spin here now and been absolutely demolished to the man to beat in MotoGP.
Unbelievably, and Trey Dovizioso was...
And Dovizioso are really testing each other here.
I'll tell you last lap, and Rins is obviously just backing off, but he has to be a big chance now for Dovizioso. It looks like, Matt, it's going to have to be down to the last corner.
Yeah, no corner. Turn number 13. Marc Marquez is now deep into the stadium section. Here is the battle for 3rd place then. It is going to be about the last corner. That's through these fast right-handers. Corner speed, not what the Ducati is famed for. Don't think he's going to...
Not at all. Not at all. Is he going to have a look? He's nowhere near close enough. Says back. The checkered flag is out. A momentous victory for number 93 for the first time since Australia.
And a brilliant last lap from Maverick Viñales. He needed to finally broke Andrea Dovizioso. Great job then by Viñales. He was pressurised by Quartararo and Morbidelli early on, but win in a row now for Marc Marquez here in Maret, and he continues that finished off the MotoGP podium since he came here in 2013.
There's some light there at the end of the Viñales tunnel as Marquez climbs the...
It's always something extra special, isn't it, for Spanish rider to win it for 16 years. Podium at the Spanish Grand Prix.
Well, it has to be said that a great ride from the number 42 again, the Austin race winner coming through from 9th.